Hello, everyone. Good evening. Hello, hello. How are you guys?
Good evening, teacher.
Good evening. Hello. Hello. All right. We are waiting for our rest of the students to join our session today. Let me explain or show you our agenda for today. Now we can start immediately. Okay. So today we're going to start our class number 5. So the second part of class number 5, we're going to, okay, for September 13th, we're going to cover the agenda. Let's share it. And then we can start taking attendance, right? So first, we're going to do a short game, an activity on Wordwall to practice the movie review or the review of a movie. Okay, then we're going to do a reading activity called The Importance of Money in the Modern World. We're going to have a little discussion about the text, and then we will focus on the review, on creating a review. So we're going to see the structure of a review, and then you will have some time to work in groups and write a review for a movie. Okay, so that is our plan for today. So as I told you, we are going to start with the workbook activity. Let me show it to you. And then after you finish this activity, we will check attendance, okay? So there is the link. It's quite simple, the activity. You can read the review, the movie review, and join the points with the correct answer. The plot, different aspects of the film, the main characters, and some background information. Okay, so let's take 5 minutes to complete it, and after that, we will check the attendance. All right, guys, I think you are ready. So let's compare the answers and then we can check the attendance for today. Okay, let's see. So the first paragraph, which one is the answer? Lot different aspects.
Background information.
The background information. Okay, for the second paragraph, what did you select?
Plot.
Plot.
The plot. Okay, for number 3,
Main characters.
the main characters. And finally, different aspects of the film. Okay, let's see. Yes, very good. Excellent, guys. So that is part of our activities today. We will do at the end is to write a movie review in groups. Okay. Now let's check the attendance. So let me turn off my camera for a moment and we will check attendance. Karen Acevedo.
Present, teacher.
All right, thank you. Santiago Fonseca.
Here, teacher.
Okay. Kiara Martinez. Kiara. Jorge Moreno.
Present.
Okay. Natalia Navarro.
Present.
All right. Diego Olarte.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Jessica Rios.
Present, teacher.
Okay, thanks. Manuela Ortiz.
Yes, teacher.
All right. Catherine Rodriguez.
Present, Miss.
Okay. Marlon Sánchez. Mendy Santa.
Present, teacher.
Okay. Manuel Sepúlveda.
Hello, teacher. Present.
Okay, hello. María Alejandra Vega.
Present, teacher.
Okay. And Vanessa Zambrano. Esa, it's not connected. Okay. So let's start. First, I want to start with a discussion from a text. Okay, so this is the text, the article that we're going to read together. All right, I can send you the link so you can read along. We're going to read it together and then we're going to discuss 4 questions based on this article, okay, on this text. So let's start reading all together and then we can have a short discussion. Right, let's start reading. So, Diego, can you start with the first paragraph, the importance of money? Diego?
Sorry, teacher. I
All
can
right.
hear you.
Okay. So, can you read the first
Read?
paragraph?
Okay.
Yes.
Importance of money. The importance of money is a topic that is often debated in today's world. Some urge that money is everything, while others believe that is not necessary for a happy life. However, the reality is that money is an essential tool for survival in the modern world.
Okay, very good. Continue reading. Jorge, please read the next paragraph.
From the moment we are born, we are surrounded by the desire for material possession. Our parent dreams of a better life for us, full of luxury such as expensive car, work tools, and fine dinings. However, many of them also tell us that more money leads to more problems, contradicting their own aspiration.
Mhm. Okay, their own aspirations. Karen, please continue with the next paragraph.
To understand the importance of money, let us consider life as a video game. Like a game, life has multiple levels that we must cross to reach our goals. Initially, we are provided with free coins or points to help us start the game. Similarly, during our childhood and teenage years, our parents provide for us and shelter us from the real world.
Catherine, please continue. As we move up,
the levels, the difficulty increase, and we must earn coins or points by clearing each level. Similarly, as we become adults, we must find ways to earn money to fulfill our needs and wants. In this game of life, money is the tool that unlocks happiness and different levels of life.
yes, okay, Manuel, continue. It is a common misconception.
It is a common misconception that earning enough money to fulfill one's basic needs is sufficient. However, in today's world, the goal is to reach the highest level of the game of life. To succeed, we must exceed our limits and constantly strive to be superior to others.
To be superior to others. Maria, please continue. While it is true
While it is true that money can buy happiness and success, it is essential to remember that earning money at the cost of others' life is wrong. It is crucial to earn money ethically and use it wisely to unlock new levels in life.
okay, yes, to use it ethically in order to unlock new levels in life. Mandy, can you please continue? Furthermore,
Yes, teacher. Furthermore, it is important to understand that money is not everything. It's just a tool that can help us achieve our goals. It cannot buy us love, good health, or happiness. However, it can provide us with the means to access the resources necessary for these things.
for these things. All right, and the conclusion, Natalia.
In conclusion, the importance of money cannot be denied. In today's world, it's an essential tool that unlocks new levels in the game of life. However, it's crucial to earn money ethically and use it wisely to access the resources necessary for a happy life. We must remember that money is not everything and true happiness lies in the simple things in life.
In the simple things in life. All right, guys. So right now we read the whole text. You are going to have some time to read the text again individually and also to answer these 4 questions. So you are going to answer them individually. You don't need to write on a document or on a PowerPoint for now, I just want to hear your opinions and we will have a short discussion based on these 4 questions, okay? So I will read the questions and then you can have some time to reread the text and answer the questions. So the first question mentions that in the text it is mentioned that some people believe money is everything, while others think it's not necessary for a happy life. So I want to know your personal view on this matter. So do you believe that money is everything or that is not necessary for a happy life? Okay, what is your personal view on this? What is your opinion? And why? Okay, you explain your opinion. The second, yes, Santiago.
No, sorry, teacher, please go ahead.
Okay, we are going to have some time to answer all of them and then we have the discussion, okay? The number 2 is the text emphasizes the importance of earning money ethically. So can you provide some examples of unethical ways that people might use to earn money? And what are some consequences of unethical financial practices? What are the consequences for this? Oh, sorry, guys. Number 3 is I want you to think about your future. So, how important do you believe or consider money will be in achieving your goals for the future? Are there any specific goals that you have right now that will require these financial resources? So, you can tell me a little bit more about it. Okay, and finally, how can us as individuals try to find a balance between uh, searching for or pursuing financial success and also maintaining some our ethical values and our well-being? Okay, so I want you to think on how can you do this, or if you have any examples, role models who have achieved this balance. It can be either a personal experience or someone that you know, or a famous person, okay? An example of an entrepreneur, actor, or whatever it is, okay? So again, I'll give you 5 to 10 minutes to work on your answers for this, and I will hope everyone to participate in the discussion, okay? All right, guys, let me know. Are you ready with your answers or do you need a couple more minutes?
Teacher, more time, please.
Okay. All right, guys, I think we are ready. So now let's share our opinions for this. And do we have a volunteer for question number 1? Okay, Diego, thank you.
Hey, teacher. I think the money is very necessary in our lives. Um, not not for be obsessed in this, but someone said it's better cry on a yacht.
Okay, yeah, so it is not everything, so you are kind of in the middle between it's everything and it's not important, right? So not be obsessed, but you consider it important for most things in life.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, money provides happiness in a certain way. All right, let's compare number 2. Let's see if we have another volunteer for question number 2. Examples on unethical ways that people might use to earn money.
Me, teacher.
Okay, Karen, go ahead. Thank you.
Unethical ways to earn money can include fraud
Mhm.
and bribery or exploitation of others.
Okay, exploitation of others, bribery, fraud. Okay, and what are some consequences of these unethical
The,
practices?
the consequences uh, may, may be legal penalties, damage reputation, personal guilty, personal
Okay,
guilt.
okay, yes, to have guilt and also like legal repercussions, right? You can have legal repercussions in your life. Okay, thank you. Very good, Karen. And so Diego says money laundering, buying or trafficking with drugs. Okay, laundering money through banks. Okay. All right, now for the third question. I want to know about your plans, your ideas, how important money will be to achieve your goals in life. Or are there any specific goals that you have right now that require these financial resources? Okay, Catherine.
Well, Miss, for me, money really is really important in my goals because, for example, to me, I want to study. I want to buy a house and also create my own clinic, my
Okay.
psychology clinic.
Mhm.
I want, no, I really like to travel. It's not free.
Mhm.
Mm, Maybe have a better quality of life. And for this one, for all them, I need money because
Mhm.
it's isn't free anyway.
Yes, of course, yes, they require money. And when you say a better quality of life, what do you mean, Catherine? So, what do you consider to be a better quality of life?
To me, I have a better health, maybe education,
Okay.
and starting a good or a great university,
Mhm.
or maybe for have better jobs opportunity
All right.
and really or good service of health, mental health, um, everyone.
Mhm. Okay, good. Thank you, Catherine. All right. And the last one, how can you find a balance between financial success and maintaining ethical values or personal well-being? And if you have any role models or examples that have achieved this balance. Okay, Santiago?
Well, teacher, and from my point of view, I consider that all depends from the first question. Okay,
Mhm.
because well, all depends of the environment in which the people growth and what how was the education they received. Because the ethical values that I consider important maybe are not the same for you or for my classmates. So it's a very bit a little bit flexible in that aspect. At the same weight, the money it's more important or less for different people. Maybe I have bigger ambitions than my classmates or my family. And well, I don't know how to say it in English, but well, el fin justifica los medios. The goal justifies.
Okay, we say the means. Just let me check. I forgot. Okay, you can continue talking.
Well, el fin justifica los medios, and that could be something convenient to make some decisions are no matter if are legal or not. I mean, the ethic is different for each person according with their education and their meaning, their think about the life.
Okay, so it depends, yeah, on your values, on what you consider important in life. Very good, Santiago. Thank you. Guys, give me just a minute and then we will continue, okay? All right. Okay, let's hear the opinion of another student for the last part. Can you find a balance between financial success and maintaining your ethical values? Let's see if we have another volunteer to finish this part of the discussion. No volunteers? Okay, so let's hear Maria. For question number 4. Maria Alejandra.
Yes, teacher. Sorry, teacher, I don't. I can finish the question.
All right. Let's see, maybe Vanessa.
Yes, teacher. I think the people can strike a balance between financial success, ethical values, personal well-being by setting clear priorities and adhering to ethical principle. Principle.
Okay.
Some strategies are financial planning, identificar. How do you say identificar?
Identify.
Identify role models. It's important. Also, self-care, prioritize personal well-being, including physical and mental health, family, and relationships.
And relationships.
Okay.
All right, good. Thank you. Okay, guys, excellent. So that is it for our discussion part. Thank you to the students who participated. Now we're going to focus in the part of reviews, okay? Or how to write reviews. Sorry, guys. How to write reviews specifically for the FCE exam. Okay, so let's read. Manuela, can you help me read the definition, please?
Should you? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. You always have to do things, describe and discuss. Something, for example, a film, a book, a restaurant, an experience, or whatever the task might require you to talk about. Also, you have to make a recommendation at the end of your test. Unlike, oh, no more?
Yeah, continue. Unlike an essay.
Unlike, unlike an essay, a review should be written in an informal or neutral register. This means you can use phrasal verbs, you can use idioms, you can use constructions, and you can be creative.
All right. Yes. So remember that in the writing part of the test, of the FCE test, you have two parts. One is writing an essay. So this is much more academic, formal language. And the next part is either a review, a report, or a letter. Okay. So today we will focus on the review part. Okay. In these reviews, you generally have to write it for a website, for a magazine, or for a newspaper. Okay, so that is the type of reviews that you will have to do, either for a website, for a magazine, or a newspaper. Okay, you will have to discuss things, some things like a movie or a book or a restaurant or a place. Okay, and talk about your experience. So this is a bit more informal. So in this case, you can use idioms, contractions, you can be creative. If you don't know, for example, the book that they are talking about or the movie, you haven't seen it, you can try to incorporate new ideas, right? So it doesn't have to be very strict. You can be creative in this part of the writing, okay? So let's take a look on how to write a review. So first we need to make a plan. So decide what we're going to write about. Let's see now for the structure, okay? Jessica, can you read the information for the structure?
The structure. Next thing of the structure, consider as a part of the question and use that to help organize to your review. Make notes about the following. An interesting series, a catchy introduction, some summary of the plot, a surprising moment, your recommendation. Remember, you're going to want to separate this with clear paragraphs. You also need to consider to tone and how to review should tone to reader. Remember this for amazing. Think about all the amazing you like to read. You want to sound shady and grab the reader's attention, but no bother them to sleep. Think semi-formal but friendly.
Yes, semi-formal but friendly, okay? So the structure, you need to include an interesting title. Catchy, what is catchy? A catchy introduction. Do you know what?
Llamativa.
Atractiva, llamativa, yes, catchy introduction, summary, surprising moment. So this is specifically for a book, okay? But these can change, these structures can change. The essential part we will see later, okay? So the title, a brief introduction, like the plot, the main points, either negative aspects or surprising moments, and your final recommendation, okay? So that is basically the structure for it. Remember to consider the tone again. So it's semi-formal, but it's important to keep your reader entertained. So you need to keep the reader's attention. Use catchy phrases or maybe something funny, something like this, okay?
Teacher,
Now, yes.
sorry, what is chatty?
Catchy.
In the last paragraph.
Okay,
Down.
chatty. You want to sound chatty. Chatty is like cuando eres muy hablador o charla, ¿sí? A chat, una charla. Entonces quiere sonar como eso, hablador, es una cosa más informal, ¿ok? So you want to sound a bit chatty and grab the reader's attention. Es más como una conversación, le está recomendando algo a alguien, a tu lector, ¿ok? So that is the main idea. Okay? All right. Now, guys, in the next part, I have some links that I want to overview with you. So let's do this one, and then we move into the adjectives and some linking words that you can use. All right. So in the link, we have how to write a review for the B2 level. All right. So we have basically the structure, and then we have some examples. Okay. So let's take a look at the instruction. Okay. The title. So what's the name of the book, of the movie, of the restaurant, etc. Okay. The title. Then we have what you are reviewing. So are you going to review the actor, the director, any information that you're going to review? And here you can catch the reader's attention, okay? Generally, this is done with questions. So we will check an example later, okay? The introduction generally includes a question. The first paragraph is to describe either the book, the movie, or the restaurant. So this is like the plot of the movie or of the book, or where the restaurant is located. Okay, main information. Then we have comments on the questions that were asked. And finally, you have a conclusion that in which you need to include a recommendation. Okay, so that is the basic structure for the review. Okay. Let's continue. Okay. So let's analyze this one step by step, because well, this one is very common, is to review a book. Okay. So first, what you need to do is analyze the topic that was given for you. You need to identify the description. So what you need to describe, then the specific points that you need to comment, and finally the target reader. So who is going to read this review? Look at the instruction, okay? So you see this announcement in your college English language magazine. So this is the target for college students, okay? What is the purpose? Have you ever read a book in which the main character behaved in a surprising way? This is what you need to describe. A book in which the character described in a character behaved in a surprising way. And what you need to comment on is what the character did and why it was surprising, okay? So that is what you need to identify in the instruction that is given to you, okay? We have the elements. You can write the review. You can create some questions. So what did the character do? Why it was surprising, okay? you have the target, which is college students, okay? So you need, you know that the text is not too formal. It doesn't need to be too formal. Then you start with the title. Let's see instructions on how to create a title. So you write the title by the author if it's for a book, or if it's in a restaurant, you can write name of the restaurant, a review, okay? For example, Dark Souls by Stephen King, or Taco Bell in London, a review. These are examples for a book and a restaurant, okay? This is the title. Then you can have the introduction, is to engage the reader. This is the most important part, where you're going to attract your reader's attention. So let's read this introduction together as an example. So let's hear maybe Mendy, right? Mendy, please read the introduction for this review.
Yes, teacher. Introduction. What would you do if you could travel back in time? Most people would probably meet their great-great-grandparents or watch how the amazing pyramids in Giza were built. But only the main character of the novel Time Machine by Adam Smith finds himself in a completely unexpected situation, and he has to make a very difficult decision that will change history as we know it.
Very good. Okay. So we have here, first we have the question, right? This is engaging the reader. What would you do? ¿Qué harías si pudieras viajar en el tiempo? Okay, so it's interesting. Oh, you start thinking, what would I do? Most people will meet their grandparents, but Tom Lee, the main character of a novel, of the novel Time Machine. So here you already included what the review is about, a novel called Time Machine by Adam Smith, okay? And then you can give a brief introduction. He finds himself in a completely unexpected situation and he has to make a very difficult decision, right? So that is catching our attention, okay? That is the introduction. Now, next part, we already saw title and introduction. We're going to check the main content of the review, okay? So this part should be the longest on your review and carry most of the information, okay? For this specific review, we need to answer two questions. What did the character do and why it was surprising? All right, in this case, this is more specific for this review, so this can change. If it is a movie, then you can have conversations about the plot of the movie or about the cast, the actors. You can talk about the soundtrack, the special effects, if it's an action movie, okay? So this part, the main body, you can answer different questions. So for a book, this specific review is the character, what did they do, and why we found it surprising, okay? So let's read the example of the body of a review that is about the dedicated one paragraph to one point, okay? So let's read it together. Let's see, Manuel. Can you read the first one, please? Who is the main character and what did he do?
Tom, a teacher in a little town in Rotherham, finds a mysterious time portal in the back of a rage dinner which takes him back to the year 1935. He soon realizes that every time he goes through the portal, he gets to the exact same point in the past. Eventually, he makes the unexpected decision to stop Michael James Newton from brutally killing President John F. Kennedy on
22nd of November
of 1963.
Yes. Okay, so you can see We have the main character, Tom, and what did he do? We are describing it. I want you to pay attention to this, guys. Ragged. Do you know what is ragged? What's the meaning of that adjective?
No, Miss.
In Spanish, we say harapiento, okay? Like dirty, filthy, okay? Ragged. So he found a portal on the back of a ragged diner, in un restaurante, un diner. Have you seen diners? Yes, do you know this type of restaurants? Let's see if we can open it. Not that. Yeah, this type of restaurants are called diners, okay? So this is where they found the portal. It takes him back to the year 1935. To the exact same point, an unexpected decision, brutally killing. Why? I want you to pay attention to the yellow parts because these are adjectives that we can use to give some impact into our review. So we don't say, the movie is good, the movie is fun. No, we can use extreme adjectives, right? Brutally killing or ragged or unexpected, mysterious, right? So for reviews, we don't use oh, good, oh, it was bad. No, okay? We need to add emotion with the adjectives. Let's read the next part of the body paragraph. Karen, can you read the next? Why it was surprising.
Yes, teacher. It seems to me that Tom could choose many other and more personal things to do, but he decides to try and change the story to a degree that he cannot predict. In my opinion, that came definitely unexpected, and if I were in his position, I probably wouldn't even consider a task this far research.
A task this far reaching. Okay, so here we have the comment, right? It seems to me that, so I am adding my opinion, in my opinion, or if I was in his position, we are giving our own thoughts. We also have descriptive, interesting vocabulary, as I told you, definitely unexpected, far-reaching, to a degree that we cannot predict, okay? So that is the main body of the review. And finally, we finish with conclusions or recommendations. We need to make a recommendation. That's the only reason why anyone will read a review. So what makes a review different from the report? This part, the recommendation, is the most important part of a review. Okay, that's what makes it a review. So we need to include the recommendation and a final sentence to finish off the review. Let's see. Maybe Jorge, you can read the conclusion, please.
Okay, teacher. I definitely recommend Time Machine to everyone who has already read some of Adam Smith's novel, as well as to those who like stories with twists and turns around every corner. Plus, you get some modern history on top of that. For me, it was absolutely worth reading, and I'm sure you won't be disappointed.
Okay, so we have the recommendation. I definitely recommend it. To who you recommended. And the final sentence, it was absolutely worth reading and you won't be disappointed. All right. So that is the overall structure for a review. We can finish there. And now I'm going to share with you these links where you can find some useful adjectives to use in your reviews. Okay. the vocabulary and also some linking verbs. Okay, let's take a look at the vocabulary. So you can have a long list of adjectives that we can use. Impressive, striking, magnificent, stunning, superb, sumptuous, dazzling, glorious, enjoyable, satisfying, well-made, skillful, memorable, tough, ruthless, embittered, revengeful, violent, bloodthirsty. So you can see all these words make the review much more interesting to read. Amusing, witty, hilarious, stylish, poignant, heart-rending, okay, that causes a great sadness is heart-rending, dramatic, spine-chilling or blood-curdling, que te hiela la sangre, okay, atmospheric, mesmerizing, appealing, likable, attractive, okay? So you can use all these words, all these adjectives to describe much more interestingly or to create your review, okay? And then here in the linking words, you have extra words that you can use to join ideas, right? So for example, or for instance, or in addition, as well as, furthermore, moreover, apart from, in addition to this, or besides, in short, in summary, to conclude. So to sequence ideas, firstly, secondly, finally, lastly, or the following, okay? To give a reason, so due to the fact that, or because of that, since that happened, or as that occurred, okay? To give reasons. So you can use all these linking words to join your ideas in the review. Also, you can use, in my opinion, or for me, as we saw in the text, right? So my recommendation is, etc. All of that vocabulary you can use, okay? Well, guys, now it's enough theory. And well, you can have all the links to help you while writing your review. Now we will have some time to work on the review in groups. And I think we will have extra time at the end of the class to come back and read your reviews together, okay? So I created 4 slides, so you are going to work in 4 groups. You are going to put a title to your review. The introduction has to include the movie title, the genre, what is the year, what is the setting. The main points that you're going to discuss are the plot and the cast. If there is anything relevant that you want to speak about, like the soundtrack, for example, that you find it interesting, for example, that movie Batman, The Dark Knight, I think has a great soundtrack, or maybe Interstellar, it has a great soundtrack, okay? So you can talk about that as well. So these are the basic points, but you can add more. And finally, you add your recommendation and a conclusion, okay? So I'm going to give a genre of movies to each group so we don't repeat movies, okay? So for the first group, we will have romance. For the second group, we'll have suspense. For the third, what we can have, maybe action. And what else, guys? Maybe comedy?
Romantic or comic?
Comedy?
Fiction?
Or fiction. So
Fiction.
let's say action, let's change it for fiction or science fiction. Okay, I'm going to change action for science fiction. So romance, suspense or horror, it can be. Okay, suspense or horror, science fiction, and a comedy. Okay, so now you are free to choose the movie that you want to review, I will go through the groups, checking your work. If you have any doubts or if you need any help, I can go to your breakout rooms and answer the questions for you. So we will have around 20 minutes to write the review, 15 to 20 minutes, and then we will come back and try to share all of them during the class, okay? Do we have any questions before we go and write our reviews? No questions? All right. So guys, make sure that you follow the structure that we saw in the link, okay? So you add the title, an introduction, the main points, and a conclusion with your recommendation, okay? Who is connected from two devices, Manuel?
Yes, teacher.
All right. Mm. Okay, guys, we can go to the breakout rooms.
Have you seen Your Name, the movie?
Yes, I have a computer. Okay. Title of the review. What do
Can
you
tell.
think?
Or maybe
Our review is about what? What do you
uh,
think?
about romance, but I don't know if you uh, have seen.
Yes, maybe I think if possible, a Titanic movie, a review about it is romance, dramatic, sad movie.
Okay, could be. And the title would be The Door Was Enough Big, maybe.
Yes, there was enough. Or Rose should have stayed on the boat. Yeah, maybe we've got to.
Hi, teacher.
Hello.
Hello, teacher. Hello, teacher.
5.
We are thinking which movie we will put it in the slide.
Which movie we choose? Maybe I don't sure the traduction the spell El Conjuro maybe.
Yes.
In English is The Conjuring.
Okay, not literal. Okay.
I haven't seen that one, but it's okay.
The is Conjure? Conjure? One? The film movie? Or
Yes, The Conjuring.
The Conjure? Okay.
But which? One, two, three.
I hear you far.
And now, hello.
So we will choose The Conjuring and let's choose the title of the review. I'm going to put the title. Con-
Eh, also,
Sí,
And
serious. No estoy
their
segura.
history is sophisticated because includes some physical phenomena.
Yes, could be.
also the creator of the universe is enjoyable.
How did you say?
Guys, remember the title of the review is different from the title of the movie. Remember? So you can put an interesting title.
Yes, yes, teacher.
All right?
They are
Yes,
just
Okay.
thinking about it.
we're
All right, all
working
right, all right, all
on
right.
that.
What did you say more, Jorge? Sorry.
Let me
Involve.
think a moment.
Okay.
I'm
We
thinking of
also
right.
also maybe the creator of the universe in the movie is enjoyable.
Is what? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Enjoyable.
A ver, las palabras que la profe nos dio.
Enjoyable. No sé.
Ok, ok. Como, eso es como placentero, ¿cierto?
Sí.
Listo, ya lo escribo. Entonces, ¿alguien la está escribiendo? Listo.
No, the
¿Cuál es?
recreation, come on.
Recreation.
The recreation of the universe.
Of the universe was. Estamos hablando en presente, ¿no? Universe is.
The review. Maybe, I don't know.
Sitting is a place of the movie.
I don't
Sitting.
know. Miss?
Yes, I'm here.
Can you help us what is the meaning of sitting? Is that like a
Okay.
scenery or
So setting, for example, the movie Titanic is set on the boat on the year 19 something on the Arctic Ocean.
okay,
Okay,
but
this is the setting.
in white chicks?
Yeah, you can find some information about the movie. I think it's on a fashion event in California.
Yeah.
Okay, something like this.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Comedy, so title. Sure. Please, Jessica, think about a title of the review, the funniest one. I don't know. What? Okay, let's try to complete and then think about the title. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, where is the plot? So, plot and cast. Where is the cast? Marlon Waynes. Marlon. But we need to. Okay.
Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio star as members of different social classes who fall in love during the cheese-making voyage. Okay.
It is enough, I think. Okay, Santiago wrote in the chat the plot.
Something like that.
Teacher, I have a question. Okay. I copied it. I paste. Okay. Mm, maybe but in this review we need to answer the first question. Have you thought that Jack could have lived? In the conclusion or in main points?
In the
In what
conclusion.
in the conclusion we say he could live.
Yes, in the conclusion, we have to answer the question.
Okay, no problem. Yes, so uh, anything to add to this part of main points? For example, maybe the collision with the iceberg is important in this part.
Yes, let me write on the chat. Okay, I have this. The problem was that the big cruise had a collision with an iceberg. After the incident, Rose
no la
Wait.
Y yo creo que entonces podemos dejar el tema de la paleta de colores y de la recreación para ponerla de main points.
yes,
¿Sí?
yes,
Este,
I agree.
wait, ¿quién está escribiendo ahí? Ay, no, el nombre.
I writing, but not in the slide.
Sí, escribe. Este,
I'll send on the chat.
Wait,
Yo que
algo se
quería hacer.
borró. ¿Por
No,
qué
yo
se
lo
borró?
bajé. Yo lo
Ah, lo
bajé.
bajaste.
Lo borré. Yo lo bajé. ¿Qué quiere decir enjoyable for eats?
Quería decir for its maybe amazing the protagonist
Okay, maybe
protagonist
a
was
movie.
played by Marlon Wayans as Marcus.
Movie no to stop laughing. No to the cast.
Or movie to cry laughing about to cry. How I don't know how do you say what is Miss?
Sorry, can you repeat?
Miss. For the title of the review, maybe a movie to cry, no, to laugh about to cry. It's like.
Okay, para morirse de risa.
Sí. Yes.
Okay, to cry laughing.
To cry laughing. A movie.
To cry laughing.
Okay. Thanks, Miss.
All right.
To cry laughing. The protagonist was played by Marlon Wayans and as Marcus and
Hercules.
Sean is the name. Sean. They
Sean
are brothers. In the real life, I think yes.
Kevin Copeland.
But in the real life, Marlon and Sean are brothers?
Yes, they are.
It was a funniest family. Okay. Conclusion and recommendation.
What is the theory must accept? What do you think, Santiago?
Is a debate through the years about it. I am reading and say that the table, bueno, the first one, the water was very cold. And the door was not very big. Is the problem. But the scientists conduct an experiment to see if Yad could have survived, and they found that it was possible.
Okay. Someday I listened that if Jack would have been on the door, the door couldn't float.
Teacher,
Yes.
we finish.
Okay, perfect. So you can go back to the main meeting and then we can we are going to check all of the reviews together, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Sí, como en qué
No.
ambiente se desarrolla, como dónde.
Main points. Other main points would be our opinion about an scene in particular. Or something relevant in the movie.
To laughing. Okay. Conclusion. No, I can read. I can write. Okay. So recommendation. Overall, I recommend Inola. The film was, all in all, the film was, I would hesitate to recommend, I would to encourage anyone. I would recommend this film to anyone. Although I enjoy, it, not recommend it for. It's one of the best show I ever. Okay, it's one of the best. It's one of the best movie. It's one of the best movie I've ever seen. I've ever seen because this was really funny and you can what and no and all the family meet.
Yes.
How did you say, or maybe and all family can watch it? All family?
Yes, and all family, all, or is appropriate for the whole family.
It's appropriate. Appropriate.
And it is.
And it is. Sorry.
For the whole family.
Yeah. For all the family? Or
the whole family.
For the whole family.
Okay, let's see for the second group, Karen, Vanessa, and Natalia. So can one of you girls start reading the review? For example, Natalia, can you read it, please? Oh, it's not loading. Natalia is not here. So Karen. I think Natalia is not here.
Yes,
Oh,
teacher.
it's not working. Okay, is there enough for you to read it there? Can you see it?
You can apply a little of some.
Yes, let me try again. I think it might be the internet. Okay, let me check. All right.
Okay. The Conjuring, a terrifying supernatural encounter. Have you ever felt breathless while you were watching a movie? The Conjuring is a captivating, captivating horror film released in 2013, set in a haunted house in the 1970s. The plot revolves around the Perron family who move into a similar, similar peaceful farmhouse, but soon experience eerie and unexplained events. They seek help from paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warden, for, portrayed brilliantly by Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga. We definitely recommend The Conjuring to anyone who appreciates the horror genre or enjoys a gripping narrative filled filled with suspense and unexpected plot twists. This supernatural thriller not only offers a chilling and heart-pounding experience, but also provides captivating storyline that will leave you eagerly awaiting each timely moment. It's a film that's definitely worth watching, and where we are certain you won't be disappointed. So master your courage, lower the lights, and prepare for an exhil- exhilarating venture into realm of supernatural terror with the conjuring.
All right. Excellent, guys. Very good. I really like the use of the vocabulary or like you generate uh, interest with the question, have you ever felt breathless while watching a movie, or the use of the words here like eagerly or muster your courage. Okay, very nice. Thank you, girls. Well done. Let's share one more. So I think all the groups are ready now. We can have time today for one more. So let's see the first group. Okay, one of you please read it, either Manuela, no, sorry, Santiago, Mandy, or Diego.
I can do it. Teacher.
Okay, let's leave Santiago. Thank you, Diego. Santiago, go ahead.
Okay, teacher. Well, the Titanic modern review. Introduction. Well, have you thought that Jack could have lived? The original title of this movie was Titanic. It's genre is romance and tragic movie. The 1997 was the year when it was entering. Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio stars as members of different social classes who fall in love during the ship's meeting voyage. In 1912, well, the plot basically is that in 1912, during the first trip of the transatlantic, known as Titanic, a young woman of high society fell in love with a humble artist. Being engaged, she decided to lift her arrogant, tortured husband and, well, getting involved in an adventure with her new love. The problem was that the Pit cruise had a collision with an iceberg. After the incident, Rose managed to save herself when she floated on a door, while Jack was dying in front of her hypothermia or hypothermia. And the conclusion was that Titanic was a tragical movie that show us how the love may be short and sudden and ending tragically, but this movie could be less tragical if Jack has been survived. It may be possible if he had able to prop his upper body up on the door, and if he had a life jacket, well, he could have survived. No, finally, Jack could have survived if he had been more assertive and have insisted on sharing the door with Rose. His sacrifice was in the name of love. A short and suddenly love,
All
especially.
right. All right, guys. Thank you. Well, I have to say, in a review, we generally don't share the whole story of the movie because imagine when you before you go to the movies or when you are going to see a new film, you usually look at the review for opinion and for the main idea, but you don't want to know what happens in the end, right? This is a spoiler. So you are giving us all the information like Jack died and he could have survived. So imagine for a person that hasn't watched Titanic, I don't think that there exists a person that haven't seen it, a person that hasn't seen it, but in case there is one, if they read your review, then it's spoiled, okay? They don't need to watch it anymore. So always have that in mind. A review is something to interest your reader to watch the movie or to read the book, okay? Not to give the whole story.
Teacher, in this case, we say a spoiler alert in the beginning
Yes,
of the.
here. You
This
need
teacher
to
is
write here.
because it's a very old movie.
Yeah, I know. So it's
It's
no problem.
impossible anybody watch it.
Yes, maybe a younger person, like a teenager or something like that. Maybe they
Okay.
haven't watched it,
Maybe in the
but
future, in 10 years more,
mhm.
maybe we can see another version of this movie. It's
Yeah,
possible.
probably
It's,
it will be.
yes,
Mhm. All right, but thank you guys. Well done. Okay, so I will check the others during the week and give you the feedback. Okay, you put a GIF here. To make some observations and some corrections where necessary. Okay, guys? But thank you. Well done for today. And that is all. I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay? Have a good night. Bye bye, guys.
My teacher, thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye,
Good
thank
night, me.
Good night. Bye bye.